So today I'm making a spicy tangy tomato paneer dish with some peppers and some onions. So to make this dish we're going to use a couple of ingredients. So firstly I've got some paneer here. We're using about 400 grams of paneer. This will feed about 4 people. And then we've got a little bit of butter and some olive oil. We've also got a red pepper and a yellow pepper and 1 red onion. We've also got a little bit of ginger puree and garlic puree, as well as some tomato puree. We're going to use one tablespoon of tomato puree and 1 tablespoon of garlic and ginger puree as well. We've also got some crushed chilies just to add a little bit of a kick and some spice to that, and also we have some spring onions. Now moving on to some core ingredients that we need: a little bit of honey, just 1 teaspoon, tomato chutney and a mango chutney, as well as we will need 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric and half a teaspoon of hot chili powder. So first we are going to prep the paneer, so we're just going to cut it into small cubes around this size, kind of like 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter each. Now that we have our paneer ready, all chopped up and popped in a little Tupperware, we can get started on our marinade. Now to make our marinade, we need to blitz together a couple of ingredients. So first I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. I eyeball a lot, so I'm just going to eyeball this, but you are welcome to measure this out if you'd like. So that is about 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. Also we need 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. So put that in. There we go. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin, of ground cumin. Bear with me a moment. There we go, 1 tablespoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, and then half a teaspoon of hot chili powder, there we go, and half a teaspoon of turmeric, one tablespoon of tomato puree. Again, I'm just going to eyeball this, so that's about 1 tablespoon. And then we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I am just going to eyeball this again. There we go, that's about 3 tablespoons. Right. And then the final ingredient we're going to add, actually the last 2 ingredients we're going to add are 1 teaspoon of honey, and 3 tablespoons of mango chutney now. Go in. Okay. So, go 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. And now we're just going to blitz that all together. Once blended up, it should look like a paste like this. And now what we're going to do is coat all of our paneer with this marinade. So you just want to get it all on there. You just want to make sure all the paneer is coated with this marinade. So now our paneer is all marinated and all coated with the marinade. I'm going to pop the lid on this box and pop it in the fridge for 2 hours. Now that our paneer has been marinating for over 2 hours, we are going to stick it in the air fryer. So you just pop it in the air fryer like this. It's okay, if you don't have an air fryer, you can just stick it under the grill in the oven for about 20 minutes at 200 degrees and turn it halfway through. We are going to stick it into the air fryer for 5 minutes at 200 degrees and then turn it to the side and put it back in for another 5 minutes until it's crispy on all sides. Whilst my paneer is in the air fryer, I'm just going to quickly chop up my onions and peppers. I'm just going to chop them up like chunks like this. These red onions will just separate once they're in the pan, and then chop my peppers into chunks just like that. Whilst our paneer is in the air fryer, after we've prepped our veggies, we're going to stick a knob of butter onto a pan and add a little bit of olive oil to that, just to make sure the butter doesn't burn. We'll just let that set, and once that has melted down, we'll first add our red onions just to saute them. So now our butter is all melted, we're going to add our red onions into the pan and let them saute in that for a little bit and soften up. Now that our onions are softened, we can add in our peppers to also soften them up a little bit. There we go, and get all the peppers. Now our veggies are slightly softened, but with still a bit of a crunch to them, we are ready to add in our paneer. So our paneer should look like this, a little crispy on the outside, but still soft on the inside. Don't worry if it looks a little charred. It's just the honey and the mango chutney that give it that little darker colour there. So just pop all of that into the pan with the veggies. And now we're going to add our mango chutney. I've got this one, which is a Tesco's tomato chutney. So we're going to add our tomato chutney. So I'm just going to put 3 spoons in. This gives it 3 tablespoons. This gives it a bit of a tangy, tomatoey flavour. And that's the kind of yummy sauce that we really want on there. So once you put that on, just give it a little swirl and let it just like coat all the veggies and the paneer. Also, I'm just eyeballing all of this, so if you feel that's not enough and you want to add some more and you want it to be a little bit more saucy, feel free to add a little bit more tomato chutney. Okay, that's looking really good. I'm really happy with that. Now I'm just going to add some sliced up spring onions on top, and there we go, it's ready to serve. So this is my final product. It looks so good. I'm going to give it a taste test and see how it tastes. That is so good.